Hi, Grace from Mensa Mats. So this is actually I want to re-record the part one of this series. So this is gonna be the new part one. Because I realized the audio is so horrible, people can barely hear me. So I guess I don't have a script, so I'm gonna try to cover all the major points. And then hopefully this have better voice and audio so you can hear me better. So I want to share is a case study. One of my recent clients who have a rescue dog from Taiwan. Little background on Taiwan dogs. They're feral. Regardless, they've been rescued when they're puppy or adult. They're street dogs. Some of them live in the mountain. They're feral dogs, genetic-wise. That come with challenges. A lot of them exhibit is fearful, shy, and because of that, they're reactive, and some of them come up as aggressive towards to dogs and or people. So this particular dog have his very unique challenge. Reason to be throughout the video, I'll talk a little bit about his temperament contributing his challenging behaviors. But he actually managing to actually bit me, also attempting to attack me. On the first day, he's being dropped off. So, what happened? I've been playing in my head, like ever since, and I decided to make a video series and really share my experience, what happened, what I've done to try to help the dog, and what are the training plans that come up, and try to help the owners and really able to help the dog through the process. So that's why I made this video series. Hopefully shine some lights to the dog owners who are currently struggling with their own reactive dogs. A lot of things I've worked on that is definitely repeatable for owners to do, regardless your dog's temperament or different challenges. There are things you can do, can help your dog. Several things. Number one, I really want to thank you, my mentor, Cindy Gehring. She has been stood by me. Also, a lot of the information or my own intuition or guts telling me certain things, I actually validated with her before I just say it out there, because I think everybody, especially even for dog trainers, I have my own insecurities, and there's things I'm not sure. I don't want to mislead my clients if I'm not 100% sure. There are times I would tell my clients, I don't know, that's my guess. There are also times, for this particular case, for Rambo, I had a gut feeling this is a dominant dog. But this word have been so misused, I think abused by the industry. So I actually validated with my trainer, Cindy. So she actually confirmed my suspicions. And she also told me that I've done all the right things during the process, which is, I just want to say thank you, because it's, I'm really honored to have her as my mentor. Other person obviously I want to thank is my husband. He's stood by me, and he actually helped me put leash on Rambo when he's totally would bite me, and he actually helped me get leash on him and helped me how to get leash off him. So it's initially it was a two-man job. And before I'm able to help Rambo on that on my own. And the other thing I want to say is this is not, I will share about the information, but it's not a video for you to judge the owners. You're gonna be the Facebook patrol or police talk about, oh my God, the owner should know better, owner should not do that, owner should, please don't. This couple have done everything they believe is right for the dog, and they've been doing those. Some of them obviously very bad advice from either online or maybe other resources. And since they start working with me, they've been really committed. And I recently got email from their update. They've been doing the homework, and progress have been made. But obviously there's still more hard work ahead of them and a long way to go. So a little background on the dog. So I got called in by the family. Obviously the dog have common challenges as other Taiwan dogs that I have helped or experienced. That number one of them is that dog have really a hard time to have a hard time at the vet office, right? He will threaten to bite, and later on prove he definitely have the ability to bite. Okay, they actually, I think, double and tranquilize him, and he's still so adrenalized and managing to showing teeth and put up a fight. So no one actually able to touch him. And the vet told my clients that they need to muzzle train the dog because they cannot touch the dog. So a vet office has been a nightmare for my clients. And I think the trigger event that they really called me in, the behavior that totally, like, for them, okay, that's a line that they have to draw. As I think there's a young child, I'm not sure how old is a child, but I assume probably maybe 5-6-year-old younger child, in their house when Rambo's in the couch at his spot, right? His spot. And the kid probably either walk around or walk towards him. He actually jumped off the sofa and went after the kid, give her a snip, I would say nip in the air warning to tell the kid back off. Now, that's when the family like, oh my gosh, this is not acceptable, because it's very dangerous, number one. Number two, I can tell you, knowing the dog, if this kid done something really piss the dog off, he will bite. And I have to say, a dog bit child, that's really, there's no going back from there. Okay. And the other thing I want to point out is that every time I see so many of this online, is that people say, my dog is scared of people, fearful of children. So, we just need to expose them more. I have more people pet my dog. I have more people come in the house. I go outside. I let more people to go to a busier place, let people interact with the dog because they believe the dog gonna be desensitized. And including my client's neighbor actually want to volunteer her kid to help desensitize Rambo. And I told my client, please don't do that. You're putting that kid in danger. Okay. And I tell my clients who work with me, I tell them first thing is, do not have people pet your dog, try to desensitize your dog. That's usually work the opposite way. You add more pressure in the dog and create even more fearful and reactive behaviors towards the people. So that's a public safety warning. Please don't have people, and especially children, use them to try to desensitize your dog without knowing what to do. And the other thing I always against is have a guest to throw food at the dog or give food to the dog by a stranger when the dog is clearly not comfortable with the people. I know a lot of trainers even suggest that. That's just no. The client train with me, they know that's not what they do. Okay, and at least not initially when they introduce new people. So that's a no. So that's how when I got called in by the family, and we did several private sessions. The first time I see the dog, I know these dogs have a unique challenge compared to a majority of the Taiwan dog I've seen. just the way he acting in the house. And in general term, we might say, okay, the dog is a little spoiled. He is in control of the household. And he continued to give his parents a hard time. And part of that is, I'd say, being reinforced, right? The parents didn't know better. So a lot of trainers would say there's not enough structure in the house. So the dog will be barking in the morning, and the parents will come down to open the crate, right? So the dog bark every day at the same time, because he knows I need to get out. My mom calling mom and dad will come get me. I'll bark at the pantry, then mom or dad will give treats to me because I know there's treats in the pantry. So small things like that, you create dog, way being spoiled, right? Also very smart. They know how to take advantage of you, all right? And then he also picky on food. He loves to eat, but he's picky on food. He's not. Mom actually do homemade food for him. Mom actually told me she doesn't cook for the human, but she cooks for the dog. And the dog obviously prefer homemade food than kibbles. I don't blame him on that. Most of kibbles are bad food. But at the same time, that's part of us being spoiled. Is part of being spoiled, right? Mom is doing everything the dog wants. And then other small things, the boundary inside the house, the threshold, those things are potentially creating a dog like without respect, right? I think Larry Crum summarized that really nicely. It's your dog loves you, but it doesn't respect you. And the respect is from the relationship and the boundaries. So I can say this dog not, the other part of the dog being feral, a lot of challenges, they have very low pack drive. When I say pack drive, it's more about pack drive between dog and human. He's great with dogs. For this particular dog, he's a daycare favorite. Okay, he can play with other dogs whole day long. Everybody loves him. He's great with dogs. Now, but he's not great with people. Besides biting the people, the other challenge through the training we've been building that is actually the trust between him and his human, his parents. There's initially no respect, very little trust. Okay. Because mom actually told me from time to time she even worried the dog gonna bite her if she done certain things to him that he doesn't like. So as an owner, as a trainer and dog owner, and knowing my clients, I never want any dog owners feel that way with their dogs. Okay. So that's also part of for dogs that are feral. I think part of its challenge is a low pack drive, and that's through training you build that. And the challenge here, I actually told the family right away, stop, go to daycare, stop, go to dog park. Because the more, number one, we can never be more interesting than other dogs, okay? Now, your dog will always choose dogs than people. So initially, how you can build the relationship, the bond, the trust between you and the dog is actually to, not let them play with other dogs, have the healthy bondings, especially for a lot of average dog owners, right? The thoughts of, I just have my dog play with other dogs gonna help the dog to open up, be more confident. Usually those things don't translate or transfer to the dog, be more confident with people, which I've seen so many of them happen right now. Right? My dog opened up at the dog park, play well, especially the one play well. Because the one that doesn't play well in dog park, parents actually won't take the dog to dog park or daycare. They actually, in a way, help themselves out. Especially the dog really good at the dog park or the daycare. Those are really and not great with people, or extremely fearful. I actually had a dog before, very similar. The family told me, oh, she's very fearful. That dog was so fearful, the tail between legs, cannot even go on for walks. But she's great at a dog park. They took her to dog park every day. I was like, in a way, you're doing the opposite. You're not helping your dog to be comfortable with other environment. And you, by taking her to dog park, she had potentially great time there. You're reinforcing that she's gonna be even worse at a regular day in, day out, with her life. And for Rambo, he's great at daycare. And so I tell the mom, stop taking him to daycare. It's also part of his unique temperament. He had dominant traits. I would consider him on a scale of 1 to 10, he probably a 6 or 7 on dominant traits. So he's carried himself really comfortably with other dogs. And I think maybe later I'll talk about the training plan, why it's important. He get his dog friends in control with other dogs all the time. He gets what he wants. Now at home, his parents usually give him what he wants. But when his parents need him to do things that he doesn't like, then the distrust and the not bonding will reflect as potentially he gonna either bit you or he go full out crazy, right? To go ape shit, like at the vet office, right? Gonna put up a fight and make everybody's life miserable. So number one, I tell them stop go to daycare. Okay, that's the number one thing you can do. Stop letting him go to dog park. And for any dog owners out there who watching this video, if your dog fearful, shy, even reactive, please stop go to daycare. Stop go to dog park. Right? The dog park have nothing good with dog park. That's like a no. And daycare is very similar. There are some good daycares with structures, but majority daycare just let dog play all day long. Your dog gonna be in trouble, especially the one your dog have temperament, behavioral challenges or temperament challenges. Your dog gonna be in trouble. The more you go to daycare, the more you go to dog park. Okay, so that's kind of like we did several sessions. And the dog, Rambo's Chan, number one, he has dominant traits. Now, I don't use this word lightly. Later of my videos, I'll talk about, I don't use this word lightly. People either abuse the word to tell everything's dominant. And a lot of people think their dog's dominant because they don't listen, but it's actually a very submissive dog. But this Rambo do have dominant traits. And he distrusts with people. Number one thing we do in training, I even tell the clients, I don't care if he trusts a vet. I have to build that he needs to trust you guys, right? From there, once he can trust you guys, then that circle of the trust with people, the number of people he can trust, that's going to expand from there. But he has to trust someone first. The real trust, not the one you just feed food, the dog happy to see you. That's not necessarily the trust. Okay. And then that's where I was at. Lost my train of thoughts. So several private sessions, I see I mentioned one thing, so he's different because he's have dominant traits. It's different. He acting very different in the house. He's carrying himself really nicely and can be really pushy. But when he come to my house, it's not like that. That's also, he actually show more of the, in a way of the true himself when he's under stress. That's his challenge. And the other thing, he do have anxieties. And he will go through anxieties, especially when the time he cannot get what he want or he felt that he's losing control. He will go through anxieties. He literally had an anxiety attack during I think the third session. Go through anxiety attack simply because he was barking, and I actually tapped the crate to stop him barking. he instantly go to an anxiety attack because I took away his ability, or in a way took away what he usually can do. I tell him, no, you cannot do that now, and he just losing it. It's almost like certain people, people are really controlling. If you don't let them control it, they're losing it because it's so stressed out for them if they are not in control. Kind of like that happened to the dog. So yeah, I think that's decent background for you guys to understand why I got called in. And he has some unique dog personality traits on the dominant side, also creates tons of conflicts within him because he in a way want to be in control, but he's not in control. Like when to go to vet office, how he get in control is that he show teeth, everybody back off, so he back in control, and that biting behavior has been reinforced over and over with small things. Every time he show teeth, people would back off. He's like, oh, I know what to do next time. So his unique personality get him a little more in trouble. So part of the training is really to teach him how can be in control, but in our favor. So he doesn't have to go bite people. And he also able to make better choices in the future and be more safe for everybody. And the family can actually help him build the bond and the trust and help him to be the best puppy he can be. Okay, this is right done for part 1, and see you guys. Bye.